Hi, this is Tom with TJG Contractor Services. We're working on a project in the bathroom. We're applying what is called a faux finish. It's a three-step finish. The first step is to put your base coat, which you usually want to use a flat or a matte paint. Second step is to prepare your tissue, which we've done earlier. And now what we're doing is we're applying our tissue. I'm just going to take the edges here, and it's curled a little bit. I'm going to just double check to make sure it lays nice. Now I've put paint up there and I see the small drip. There we go. The paint itself, and I overlapped what I've already done. Wet roller. There we go. So the paper lays. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I already take this up here and start with the edge. I don't want to stretch and pull on this. I want to have a nice texture and try and keep it consistent with the rest of the wall. As you do more and proceed, you'll find you'll keep a dry brush. Slowly tap the paper down. And then you also have yourself a dry roller that you use as a tool. We're going to roll it. You don't want to hit the other wall. If this end of the roller hits the wall, at that point, it'll tear right into it. So what we're going to do is we're going to tap without going through the paper. There we go, nice. Get a nice light finish in the corner. The corner is one of the more detailed areas. There you go, the top, I'm just touching with the brush, running it up against the molding, which we've taped. Tapping here, now I'm going to roll this, blending the edge, finishing on it down. There we go. Don't worry if it looks thick. What we're going to do is it'll blend once it dries, and then you have the paint on it. It blends in once it dries. You have different shadows from the light and from the paint. I'm going to slowly pull down on the paint overlapping the tissue, being careful not to touch the other side. Now I want to make sure this is wet. A nice coating. I'm going to go ahead and put another sheet next to it. Let's make sure we get up there. There we go. Nice and slow, not too fast. Okay, let's see what we have now. Let's get another sheet. There we go. I'm going to check the end. Pretty good. Check this end. Now I have this ladder here. Part of it is in the tub and the other is overhanging. What I do is I put a rubber mat inside the bathtub to protect the porcelain. Okay, now I'll look at it. I want the straighter of the two ends up top. Now I'm just going to take a little off here because it is a little on an angle. There we go. So it blends in. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. I'm going to make sure by applying it up top, tapping it with the brush that's dry, coming down with it. There we go. Good. go. On a slight angle. I'm going to get my dry roller. Come down. There we go. Not going too close to the top. There we go, blending it in. Nice. I'm going to get my dry brush and tap in the corner here. There we go, kind of rolling it. There we are. Nice. Okay, now let's go across again. I have my roller that already has paint. Across. Some paint on the tissue. Nice and slow, because if you go fast you can pull the tissue up. You don't need to do that. See right there, it goes coming up a bit. Let's go like this. What we're going to do is tap that down. There we go. See, we're flattening that. Here's another area. Let's just flatten that. There we go. Okay, let's get a tissue. Check out the two ends and the top. Looks good. There we go. Now we're going to take a look at it. We're going to come down. There we go. Okay. Straighten it out a little bit down here. There we go. Nice and easy, brushing up to the end. I'll get my dry roller. There we go. Nice. It's laying out. On top, lift it a little bit. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start my second row and stagger it. That one blended awful nice. What we're going to do is we're going to paint on the inside of the window ledge here. Keep this wet. I've already applied some paint here. Come down with it. Apply some paint here. There we go. The middle is wet where the crease is. Let's use our brush. There we go. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our piece of tissue. Let it come off. Check our edges. If you check your edges and unfold it, they blend so much better. If they curl and there's a lip and it's doubled, you can see a seam. There we go. Let's go like this. Now I'm going to piece that in. So we're going to go underneath like this. There we go. My brush, brushing upwards and downwards. I'm going to work my way out to the corner. There we go. Now across, starting in the center and going up and down. Holding it in the center. I want it to be square. I don't want it to go out too much though. I don't want to take away the texture and just have a piece of tissue paper up on it. There we go. Nice and easy. I'll get my dry roller. Roll it, taking my time. I don't want to lift it. Coming down on it. Okay. Okay, now I'll get a thin piece and wrap it around here. It's wetted paint. You have wet paint here because I overlapped it, so it looks like it's going to stand out, but it really won't. So drip here for the next piece. I'm going to come around with the next piece right now. Let's put this dry roller up, the wet one, and let's just make sure we have a little bit of paint on this. I don't want to touch the tissue I just laid, nor do I want to lift it, so I want to be careful when I'm rolling this. Roll it with the wet. I'm going to come up very carefully. Come down here. I'm going to use the brush. This is the, be very careful. Don't want to tear into it, so I'm going to dab it. The tissue is very delicate and can rip. I'm just going to make sure that it's wet so the next layer tissue stays. So I'm up a couple inches. All right. Let's put our next piece in. See how it lays. Okay, we want to keep it on the wet. I'm going to check the edges. Okay. There we go. Hope the camera's pointed correct. Let's take a look. Okay, that'll work. Alright. See how I have the ladder? I have it so I can go up the ladder. My foot on a sturdy ledge. Now I'm ready to overlap. Get my paintbrush ready for the corner. What we're going to do is, we only have much to overlap with here. So I'm going to apply the tissue and bring it away from the corner at first. Let's see here. See? I went a little high, a little tall, a little... Here we go. So now let's apply this. Let's go right there. There we go. Okay, it'll stick. Come down and I'm going to bring that, overlap it. Okay. Brush up, brush down, up, down. My dry roller. I want to show you. There we go. I'm going to take my finger and press on the edge. Let's get some paint. You got to be careful. You don't want to rip the texture. It's tissue. You have to make sure it's wet. There you go. Okay, let's go up here. There we go. Nice. Blend this in. Let's blend this edge in. Paint will fill it in a little better. There we go. Okay, I missed a little spot, and I'll show you what we do to correct that. I have a piece of tissue. What I'm going to do is just rip a little off. Put it in here, like that, just like that. Okay. Spread it out. Does that fit right in there? There we go. Nice. All right. And we just worked the corner area, and we will now work our way down and then across. This is full finish with tissue. We're using a base coat of an antique white with a metallic, and then a light brown as a top coat, just brushing it over. If you have any questions, email tjgcontractorservice@yahoo.com. My name's Tom Gall, and thank you.